One of the mysteries of Greek tragedy is whether women were present in the audience. And we don't actually have an answer to that, which is very strange. We have little clues we can use. So, one of the theories that was once put forth to me by my own advisor, Helena Foley, was that probably there were women in the audience, and probably maybe they were just important women, like the wives of important men or priestesses. When you take the Olympic Games, and we know women were excluded from that context, around that, we have stories of women sneaking in to see their son perform and so on. We have no stories like that around tragedy. So that in a way, you can read into that silence the possibility that this wasn't an issue, this wasn't a problem for the Athenians. The other way we try to understand the answer to that question is just by anecdotes. We have little stories. So a story that comes from much later is it's a fascinating story. It's that in the third play of the Oresteia, the Furies, who are these terrifying goddesses, um, come kind of roaring out onto the stage. And according to the story of this performance, all of the pregnant women in the audience miscarried, and all the babies who were in the audience died just right away. Which is quite a story, but it also suggests that, of course, there were women in the audience and that there were even children in the audience. And one of the things that we can sort of see just by the architecture is that you not only had the thousands of seats in the theater itself, but because the theater was set into the south slope of the Acropolis, and you can still go today and see that Athenians could have also sat behind it on the sort of the hill of the Acropolis and watched the theater from sort of behind, which would have made it an even more wide cultural phenomenon with even more people able to take part and see the plays. So it seems like a cultural phenomenon that we almost don't have good um, parallels for today. On occasion, you might have a sports event or a political event that brings in the entire culture to some degree. But the centrality of this and the communal nature of it, I think, is hard for us to kind of wrap our minds around.